in the bronze medal playoff, 2015 Netball World Cup, and it's Jamaica with possession, straight into Romelda Aitken. She'll be waking up feeling a little bit sore today after she was pushed and smacked around a little bit by Laura Geitz and Shani Layton yesterday. They well and truly worked her overtime. Beckford has been a shining light for the Sunshine Girls in that goal attack position. There's not much of her, but she opens with the first goal.
Such a strong character, Beckford. She works like a Trojan around that circle edge, but she's had a phenomenal World Cup. She'll be a difficult individual to stay up against. Beckford Chambers will need to work the ground. Oh, that's a much better ball. Good draw by Jo Harton.
And a nervous shot from Pamela Cookie. Playing her 114th test for England. The former captain missed the Commonwealth Games last year after suffering a snapped Achilles tendon.
Goal defence contact.
Jiva Mentor still with that strapping around her left knee. Hasn't been at her best in this tournament. Knee surgery just a few months ago.
So that was great pressure. Serena Guthrie really trying to just get up there on the defence, on the ball carrier, just trying to lift that ball to Aitken to give Jiva Mentor a chance. It's a great start by Jamaica.
Harton looking for the double play with Greenway.
That is contact, wing.
It's good pressure by the defensive pair. Facey, she's so strong on getting that front position, but well worked in there. It's a great link. Good work from Guthrie through that mid-court area.
So 2 goals each to start this game. Beckford, that big min of Romelda Aitken.
Contact goalkeeper.
Yeah, Mentor just getting into Aitken's back. And Romelda nets it. So they lead at 3-2. Cookie, desperate stuff, keeps it in play.
Contact wing attack. Advantage offside, goal attack.
So Guthrie, Greenway, there's just nowhere to go. Eventually presenting hard is Jo Harton. Yet to have an attempt, it's been all Pamela Cookie so far, and she's done the job. 3 goals from her 4 attempts, so Harton needs to get involved. It's been a slow start for the start goal shooter from England.
Yes, Pamela Cookie just uses that sudden turn of speed, and that's working up against the defence of Jamaica. Williams Facey just not quite able to stop that. But there's the pressure, there's Aitken. She's got the strong hold against Mentor. Mentor not able to get round.
So England in possession. Oh, well done. It's been picked off there by Williams. Now Henry uses Beckford. Romelda comes a long way out from home.
Great ball by Dixon. She started the game well. She's up against Jay Clark, but already she's moving efficiently, linking incredibly well with Beckford.
So it hasn't necessarily been a nervous start here for both sides. They've settled well. The intensity's up. And they haven't panicked winning possession. Both sides happy to share it around and be really patient with their use of the ball.
That's an offside call, so England get possession.
He's against Henry, the veteran for Jamaica. Here's Beckford Chambers.
Thompson already, she's drawing Greenway up the court. She's high up the court. That's difficult just to reset. Forces the shooters just to work a little bit harder.
Martin calling loudly there just for some team support. That's better. Now the first attempt for Jo Harton. And the lefty who plays for the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic in the ANZ Champs. Played in plenty of big games throughout her career.
Yes, the backing up there. That's great work, Dixon. She's been tracking Clark so well through the mid-court.
Beautiful athleticism, wasn't it? Here she goes again. So she's been involved in every second pass as they've moved it forward. Just 20 years old, Nicole Dixon.
Contact goalkeeper.
And Thompson just keeping everyone calm. Lots of words, communication from the line. But that was a great defensive line of Jamaica. Dixon, she'll take all of those, not enough on that ball through to Clark.
So it's been a good move so far, pushing Thompson to that wing defence role just to try and shut down the influence that Greenway has and bringing Dixon on. And they skip out to a handy lead. 3 goals for the Sunshine Girls.
Defensively, England really do just need to put a lot more on, that feed into Aiken.
Almost get the feeling, Anita, it's survival of the fittest out here today. I already watched a few of the placing matches, and there are players that are just tiring. This is their 8th game in 10 days. Some teams have been really clever with their man management as such, or their woman management, using their rotations, using their bench, and other teams, like we saw with Malawi in the last game, have pretty much stuck to that 7 who played every second of every quarter of every game, and they just faded, ran out of petrol tickets in a sense.
I think they did, and just looking at Paula Thompson on the wing defence, that could be a tactical move as well, but she's certainly run a lot of the quarters for Jamaica. She won't be off the court. All the athletes just talk about running on adrenaline at this point as well, and that's clearly what England will be doing. Beckford Chambers, she's got a big ask. She's got to try and match up with Beckford, and Shanice Beckford just moves herself so quickly around the circle.
Vantage contact with keeper contact. With the keeper.
So Romelda Aiken nets it. She's up to 6 from 6. Up the other end, Harton, just the 2 attempts.
It's good support, Jade Clark. Sees Harton available.
Full short. She looks like a frustrated player, Jo Harton. Oh, Guthrie closes late. Can she keep it in play? No, she can't. Just hasn't hit her straps, Jo Harton. We know the capabilities, really a superstar of the game, even in the ANZ Champs level, but looks a little frustrated with the feeding that's been coming in so far.
Intimidation.
Yeah, it's not always getting the first-time ball that she likes. She is available, she is there. It's just the confidence to put that ball over. But that's better by Mentor, just held strong.
They've got a great rivalry, Mentor and Aiken. They go a long way back. Jiva, of course, playing for the Adelaide Thunderbirds and then the Melbourne Vixens. And Romelda, 8 years in Australia, based in Brisbane with the Queensland Firebirds. So they've had plenty of matchups over the years.
Facey doing a great job, the goalkeeper for Jamaica against Harton. She's not committing forwards. So much moving off the ball by Jo Harton, but Facey's just stuck there. She's pinned there on that front position.
And as a result, it comes into Cookie. So Cookie has the 4 for England. Harton just the 6, and here's Jiva at her best.
She's just started to force Aiken further out, but it is just closing off that movement back towards the post.
Mentor, the captain of England, playing her 113th test for her country. She walks down the streets in Melbourne, Anita, and that stopped every second person for an autograph. She's a hero in Melbourne. She flies an hour to Sydney, and she's suddenly the villain playing for England.
She's such a great leader, Jiva Mentor. She'll have worked overtime just to try and get this squad ready for today. a true ambassador for the game.
Yeah, the complete package. She has done it all. Tracy Neville, the coach, in the middle there.
That was better from Jo Harton, just the longer lead out of the circle, just trying to pull the defence away, split them, that's important as the ball comes through.
So no need to hit the panic back button just yet. Jamaica's done all the early running, and another high ball into Aiken. And they'll get out to a 3-goal lead here, but there has been no or little impact from Jo Harton. It's been all Romelda, 7 from 7. Harton has 2. Presenting hard, Jo Harton. So the holding against Facey.
Just underestimating the athleticism of Thompson, the range that she has. She can work so well around that circle edge, Thompson. But better response, England. Just need to be patient in feeding that ball in.
Bit of a statement opening from Pamela Cookie, the veteran as well. She was benched to start the semi-final yesterday. Helen Housby, the young gun, given the opportunity. It backfired on Tracy Neville, and Cookie came on that second quarter. You just sense she's out on a mission out here at the moment. Really wants to say, hey, I'm in this starting 7. I deserve to be here. Here she goes again. Cookie back to Beckford Chambers. Now Greenway.
Greenway's got the speed to link with Cookie. But Cookie's just got to be so careful of that when the defence get that front position. She's got to work strongly to just split Facey and Williams.
It was beautiful hands by Williams, wasn't it? Just a little touch in there and it made the difference.
Contact wing defence. Goal defence, obstruction with the goal defence.
So the turnover at one end.
Mentor doing all she can just to move around. She knows that ball will pop over.
And they convert at the other, and it's the biggest lead by 4. Now, they played on day 2, Anita Navan, and if my memory serves me correctly, in the second quarter, Jamaica got out by 6. England stormed home to win by 4. So England has been in this position before, and we've only nearing quarter time. There's still a long way to go.
There is, it's the pressure that Aiken puts out there. There's very little that can be done on that feed into Aiken. It's got to be about the defensive pressure of England in the mid-court and moving that ball through into Jamaica's attacking third. But look at the work of Jamaica, the defence. They're just so tight. They're not committing on that rotation. So Harton's really having to step up a game.
And her 3rd goal. Listen to her get vocal. She's trying to fire them up.
Goal defence, contact.
Jo Harton, almost England's version of Shani Layton, I think. Loves a chat. Very, very vocal out on court. Whereas Romelda Aiken's just cool as a cucumber.
Good pressure by Guthrie. She came out strongly there, up against tight defence, but supported the centre pass for England. And Harton just playing for the contact now. She's holding up against Williams and Facey. She's disappointed with some of the off-ball contact that she's getting.
Vantage contact, wing attack. Contact, wing defence. Vantage contact, wing defence.
There's Dixon, a little offload into Beckford.
The keeper.
And that's the problem. No defender can leave Beckford. She's just a quality shooter herself, so it's so difficult. Mentor's trying to do the damage on Aiken, but Aiken's just oozing confidence.
Stands at 173 centimetres in that circle, Shanice Beckford. That's better. Finally, a bit of space for Jo Harton, and she can finish it off.
Yes, Cookie just needs to look at the positioning of Harton, just select when and where she enters that circle, just to keep that width and in particular draw Williams out.
Little juggle, fumble from Dixon, regathers to Beckford. So from one pocket to the other, eventually into Beckford. Doesn't want to take the shot because of the defensive pressure applied, and so, well, if all else fails, put it up as high as you possibly can and just hope that Romelda jumps up and grabs it.
England just have a slight problem in there. There could be a switch and should be a switch at times between Mentor, Beckford, Chambers, but they're staying one-on-one. Just needs some communication in there just to help, particularly on that roll to ball side of Beckford. And there we see Faces just got that rotation covered.
I can't get it in there. Eventually to Harton. Now she needs to be quick here because time is against her.
No one sends the clock. Running down.
Now that is disappointing. England is not switched on in this bronze medal playoff, and Jamaica haven't missed. They're out to a 5-goal lead. It's the perfect start for the Sunshine Girls. Quarter time, 16-11. So some work to be done in that huddle. Whereas for the Sunshine Girls, listen to the voice. They are up and about. They lead it by 5 goals. Aiken 12 from 12, Beckford 4 from 4. They have not missed. For England, Harton a slow start, just the 5 goals from 6 attempts. And Cookie with 6 goals from her 8 attempts. Let's have a look at these stats. Anita Naven, take us through them.
Yes, disappointing shooting accuracy, 79% for England. Credit to Jamaica, 100%. 16 opportunities to 14 for England. So there is the problem that England need to rectify. There's a lot of penalties in this game, 20 for England and 19 Jamaica. So a little bit of tidying up to do by both sides. But it is that quality ball that comes through to Aiken. Nothing the defensive line can do against that ball placement and great timing. But on the double play around the circle edge for England, when Cookie or Harton get on the front position, it can work. But Mentor, she's coming out with all the tricks, but Aitken just stands strong. She's really confident, and that was a superb take by the goal defence Williams. And Aitken just able to convert. It's been a solid performance so far by the Sunshine Girls. The athleticism of Dixon there, tracking Clark so well, and Thompson just supporting all the way through in the wing defence spot.
So Anita, what does England need to do? Because they have been caught slow out the blocks. Looks like Sonia McCloma's going to come on defensively, so there will be a change. But how do they turn this around? Because if they don't do it soon, it's going to get away from them.
It is. It's about the pressure around the circle edge. The ball going into Aitken. There needs to be far more pressure on it. Maybe think of a different strategy, potentially dropping back a double team type approach on Aitken. But Beckford's a threat at goal attack, and that's the worry. It's how you actually take both up. And it's a challenge, but McCloma communicates well.
So Sonia McCloma, the veteran, 36. Playing her 123rd test for England. The change has been made. So we're about to start this second quarter. Just confirmation, Sonia McCloma has come on as the big change defensively to assist Jiva Mentor down there. They need to find a way of stopping Romelda Aitken. 12 from 12.
Already McCloma just putting pressure over the ball, just stopping Beckford putting that ball in. But Aitken, as cool as she stands there, not afraid of the Mentor defence.
You could just about call that a long bomb for Romelda, couldn't you? She doesn't usually get much further out than that.
Contact wing defence.
So this is exactly what happened when they played on day 2. Jamaica by 6 in that second quarter. England took a long time to find their rhythm, get their connections right, and they eventually ran home with it, won by 4. Different story on day 10.
It is. And the ball's getting in, but there still needs to be a little bit more work to close off the run of the defence for Jamaica. They're so close to Cookie. Mentor just holding strong
McCloma, beautiful hands. She just got those long Inspector Gadget arms out.
Damage contacting.
And supports well through the mid-court. Much better pressure by England.
Oh, and it's a miss by Harton. Which way does it fall? Looks a fortune. Cookie could barely believe it. It landed right in her lap.
Just loading the goal attack side there. Just dropping back the England attack. Good support Greenway on the edge.
We haven't really seen much confidence in their flow into attack at all, Anita, have we?
No, just hesitation in letting that ball go. Jo Harton, she needs the first-time ball. And that's the misunderstanding. Cookie's just falling into the path of Harton. If you prop back, you really need to understand who is moving where, and that's just not happening. There's no real target for the feed.
For a moment, Mentor thought she might have had that, but it was an offensive call. Look at the long arms, the reach, and how cool is Shanice Beckford? Just 20. What a matchup against the 36-year-old McCloma. You'll see it here. Here they are. There's 11 centimetres difference between McCloma and Beckford.
She's pushing Aiken through up to the top of the circle, and she's got a great body position. It's such a big ask of Mentor. She really does need that support in the front from Guthrie and McCloma. She's trying everything, Mentor.
Contact, wing attack.
Mentor showing some good leadership out there as well, just making sure her teammates don't drop their heads.
And there we see Cookie again, just electing to hold back, let Clark and Greenway bring the ball through.
Harton finds her range.
Advantage obstruction, re-attack.
It's better timing by England through to the circle edge. Just need to keep the balance.
And this brings it back to 3. So a nice little passage of play here by England, and their fans like it. They've got plenty of support here in at Sydney Olympic Park. We're expecting the world's biggest ever crowd for a netball game. Up to 17,000 in the house, and plenty of Jamaicans and English fans, even though, of course, the big one is a little later this afternoon, New Zealand and Australia.
England just electing to go on the strong defence on the first ball of Jamaica from the centre pass, and that's costly.
Williams has done it again. She's done it a few times, the goal defence for Jamaica. Williams putting Cookie on her backside. Good attack on the ball, both players.
Guns contact, wing. Guns obstruction, wing defence.
There we see McCloma just having a go on Aiken, Mentor. Switching.
Just there.
Beckford so good, just popping that ball to Aiken.
How composed has she been? We talk about Romelda all the time. You don't see her often miss one like that. Problem is, if she does, she always gets the offensive rebound. But always talking about Romelda Aiken, whether she's playing for the Firebirds or Jamaica. But the little goal attack, as Williams a highlight there, has been so composed, considering she's just 20.
Yeah, she've almost got to get up on the body of these Jamaican defenders, otherwise they get a run, they run through the line of the ball and take the intercept. And England's attack just underestimating the ability of Williams. And Beckford, she's a key player. She's shooting at 88% leading into this game. 113 centre pass receipts, so it just gives you a sense of the work rate and what she actually does in this Jamaican lineup.
So it got out by 6, England pegged it back to 3, and now it's back out by 6 again.
Cloma just instructing the attacking line. Falls back again, Cookie. Oh, good take, Jo Harton. Almost out of court there, she just held that. 2 defence back tight on her.
Henry has a 360 into Beckford, who juggles it. Well, that's been the first mistake she's made all game, Shanice Beckford.
And that was credit to Guthrie Clark. They put a strong defensive pressure on there through the mid-court and through the middle channel. Just get a sense this could be a crucial goal and period of the game for England.
And 8 minutes before half-time, and Harton just getting herself slowly more involved. Look at this beautiful take.
Just managed to capitalise on that as Facey just dipped and lost the ground. It's great work by Jo Harton. A bit more of the fighting spirit in her coming out. Well, that's critical.
Yeah, she's a passionate player, isn't she, Annetta? She plays on her emotions, plays well when she's vocal. Dare I say, plays well when she's angry. That might have just fired her up that little bit more, Jo Harton. Lefty knocks it down.
Just got to keep getting up from those off the deck, not let any opposition think that you're psychologically damaged by it.
Well, it's a bit silly by Jamaica to do that, because that's what will fire her up, and that's when she plays her best, when she's fired up. Aitken off balance, somehow stays in court. Oh, it's a contact call against McCloma, that's tough.
It's McCloma unlucky there. Aitken did well just to hold that balance. It's just timing by Cookie on that second phase of the centre pass, going a little bit too soon, knowing that she's got Williams tracking all the way. Better ball, much better ball, commits Facey.
And that's just about the easiest shot she's had so far. It's been tough going for Harton. Just that long left foot, lucky not to catch the baseline.
Guthrie working hard, she's kept Dixon out of this play, but Henry just takes over. She's there on the circle edge to feed Aitken.
And they continue to hold the advantage. Game early, played on their terms, Jamaica.
Wing defence, contact.
And Lucky Thompson there, she was on the front, she just dipped the body.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Cookie just starting to deliver that shooter-to-shooter ball a little bit more often now to Jo Harton.
Oh, Guthrie, who tried as a go. Great hustle by Cookie, good teamwork to Guthrie, to Greenway, to Clark, now into Harton.
And that's the lift England need. Great work, Serena Guthrie. She's tracked, she deserves that. She's put a lot of pressure on Henry and Dixon.
And they've finally got some flow about them, this England team. And that's giving the fans something to cheer about.
That is contact.
Again, just the timing on that second phase. The Jamaican defence just packing that middle channel.
Centre, beside her, not in front of her. Contact, goalkeeper. Contact, goal defence.
This will be the decider if Jo Harton can just keep propping up onto the body of either Facey or Williams.
Yeah, and now she's starting to threaten, isn't she? Every time. Look how fired up they are. Look at Guthrie. Look at Jo Harton. You can see how much it means. So a slow start. They were caught napping England. But they have got some real rev about them at the moment. Tracy Neville straight into Cookie.
Stacey, coming off and coming around, coming off Stay on yours.
Yes. All right. All right. Drive into the space. All right. The double is on. Just drive. All right.
Let's look alive here. Believe in yourselves, all right? You can do this. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go.
So go on her. Go on her. At the center pass, get the hands up, guys. Remember,
All positive. All very, very cool and calm for Jamaica. Jill McIntosh, the technical director, with some nice, simple, clear words, Anita. In the other huddle, they are emotional. England, they're up, they're bubbling to the surface. They are fired up. So two completely different contrasting teams here at the moment.
Yes, just some information from Tracy Neville to the attack. She'll be just wanting a little bit more movement off the ball. It is about the second phase of the centre pass for England. They really do need to just close off that defensive line and the pressure being put up against them, that tight one-on-one. Jill McIntosh, she's asking the defence to stay off the body.
So just another stoppage here for the blood rule for Shanice Beckford. Got a bleeding finger, or Sharon Kelly, the umpire, just having a chat to them. Jill McIntosh, she's not the coach, as you mentioned, of Jamaica, but the technical director, but certainly pretty much we could just about give her the coaching role, couldn't we?
She definitely does influence and coach and give them a set structure in terms of their strategies through the court.
You weren't the only one that caught the long plane flight out, Anita. You brought a few fans with you. Lots of English supporters, lots of red and white here. Massive day of netball action. Gone through the placings. Started at 9 o'clock this morning. All the way through to the close of play. Australia and New Zealand. Of course, no draws today. We are playing extra time. Thought we might come close to it in that battle for fifth between Malawi and South Africa before the South Africans, coached by Norma Plummer, got the victory. And this one is delicately poised. Jamaica with the flying start, but England have come alive. Guthrie throwing herself at everything.
And that's the defensive pressure that is needed from England. It's got to be there at that centre pass situation. So credit to Guthrie. She deserves that. She's worked so hard off the ball to close down the run of Henry. Just a little bit more needed on that ball from Cookie to Harton. Williams will read those, and Facey. Force back again, Greenway.
So they'll reload. Still don't even look at the option of Harton, who's been well held. Now Harton forced to come a long way out. They're trying to isolate Cookie. Cookie sets a screen and Harton pops one in the back.
Yes, they've got to get these defence on the run. It was interesting listening to Jill McIntosh asking Facey to come off the body a little bit.
Drawn level. They were down by 6. And here is Guthrie straight out of the huddle. They were fired up. Just throwing herself at it, willing herself to the contest. They've hit the front. It's been a gutsy fight back.
And that's the intercept that any squad needs, any team need, just to fire up everyone. And that was good positioning by Mentor, and lucky on that occasion. Good recovery, Aiken. Oh,
Sonia McClymar! McClymar just came from nowhere. She's the oldest player out there, but you wouldn't know it. And this has been a significant surge from England.
It's got to be a first-time ball in there.
Centre obstruction, advantage offside.
good hold, Pamela Cookie.
Well, they have turned this game on its head, England. They lead it by 2 now, and here it is, Macloma.
Superb. She was watching. She got the great body position ready. She was just holding off, and that's what England need. There's a much better communication between Macloma and Mentor.
Jamaica's just stopped dead in its tracks suddenly. Oh, that's not great. Clark couldn't control it. England have scored 8 of the last 10 goals here.
At times for England, it's a slow ball and a slow release point around the circle edge, but there she goes again. What a ball!
Keeps it in play as well. Ball still alive, down to Hart, and this will bring the crowd to life.
That's what the supporters want. That's 3 key crucial intercepts taken by Guthrie, 1 by Macloma as well.
Well, smart coaches will tell you the big games are built around defence, and Guthrie and Macloma, 2 of their star defenders, have stood up. And another one, Guthrie, she wasn't looking, headed back to the ball. Oh, great hustle, desperate stuff down there, and that's a tough one to call. It's going England's way.
Yes, great work. Getting the support from Macloma and Mentor. It's good pressure by Williams, the goal defence. She's so quick to recover that step. She commits forwards, but she's always there with Cookie.
And Harter now is scoring with authority, peeling them off at ease. Guthrie, look at that. What about the closing speed? Tracy Neville loving what she's seeing at the moment.
England really need to work through this mid-court. They need to keep possession. It can be costly when they take a lead and then momentum goes again. There she is. Mentor will take that one. Aiken, she's on her way out of the circle.
They are completely on top, dictating play at the moment. Look at the space, angles. They've opened this game right up, and they've cracked it wide open.
And Jamaica, 13 seconds, need to get this ball through to Aiken. Beckford, she's hovering, ready for that ball to come through.
Is there time to score here? No, there's not, so everything's going against Jamaica. England rattle off 9 of the last 10 goals. What a stunning turnaround we have seen here. And they lead it by 5 at half-time. It's the English Roses 28 to Jamaica 23.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome out to the court performers from the Jazz Spring Performance Studio.
I don't care about the way
Welcome back to Sydney Olympic Park. It's half-time and it's England by 5 over Jamaica.
Yes, fantastic turnaround for England there. Shooting accuracy lifted, still 96% Jamaica, but less opportunity second quarter. But it's the Serena Guthrie show, Sonia McCloma in terms of that intercept tally. Quality performance by the England defensive trio. Strong communication from Mentor, and it's been made very difficult for Henry to get that ball through. Got to give credit to Aiken. She's persisted with the mixing defence being put up against her. Some great work by Mentor.
So an 11-goal turnaround we have seen in this match, Anita Naven, because Jamaica led it by 6. They led by 5 at quarter time. And now it is England by 5. And Romelda Aiken in that second quarter, just 6 goals. I don't remember the last time I've ever said that in commentary. And so the difference that Sonia McCloma has made, and Jiva Mentor, her direct opponent, doing a great job.
Yes, it's McCloma, Mentor, they've just mixed up what they're doing. They're switching, they're just holding off the body of Aiken again. But she's the key player for England, Serena Guthrie. She wants the medal, Jo Harton wants the medal, and that's just lifted the 7 on court. Superb response from Jo Harton in that quarter.
Yeah, Jo Harton with 13 goals in that quarter of netball after just 5 in the first quarter. England peeled off 17 of 18 attempts, so they are on target, and they held to Jamaica to just 7 goals in that second quarter. So great atmosphere in here at Sydney Olympic Park, a world record crowd of more than 16,000. And this is just the entree. The main course still to come. Australia and New Zealand after this. It is England 28 leading Jamaica 23.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take our performance for the tennis queen, the Boys Junior. Well, the entertainment here at half-time. Great to have them here as part of today's game, the final day during our bronze medal match. Now, we heard from them earlier on. Now they're going to be a little bit more passionate. We're going to have a bit of a dance camp, and to be captains of their teams, 197 tests worth of experience. We've got a little bit of Wham, we've got a little bit of Whitney Houston, we've got a little bit of Kath Cox and Tirupal Bailey.
That's right, and on standing here with these body checks from Nelson, who assure me that they're going to represent Zeller, that like we know how to dance. Hit it.
Welcome back to Sydney Olympic Park, and the house is rocking. We haven't even spotted an Aussie diamond yet, and the place is absolutely rocking here at the moment. We have got 6 more quarters of netball left in the 2015 Netball World Cup, so sit back and enjoy it this afternoon because it promises everything. Serena Guthrie has single-handedly dragged England back into this contest. It's the bronze medal playoff between England and Jamaica. Kelly Underwood alongside Anita Naven, and Anita, this is inspiring stuff.
She's fired up Serena Guthrie, she's lifted the team. The entrance of Sonia McCloma just gave Mentor a little bit more support in that ball coming through, but she's the key player, she wants that medal, and that's great to see.
So Jamaica by 5 at quarter time, now it's England by 5 at half time. Of course, England suffered a hat-trick of heartbreak last year at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. They lost to New Zealand by 1, they lost to Australia by 1, and in the bronze medal playoff against their arch rivals, they lost to Jamaica by 4. So they are looking to make amends under their new coach, Tracy Neville, here this afternoon. They will host the World Cup in 4 years' time in Liverpool. They are desperate to get the win, but the Sunshine Girls, so much talent, so much athleticism. Will there be another twist in the tail, do you think, Anita?
Well, this game's not over yet. Interestingly, Paula Thompson returns in the centre spot. That could be a crucial move. She will match up well against Jade Clark, and she just gives the attack a different dimension with a little bit more height and a bit more composure. So this game is far from over.
England with possession. Here we go, 30 minutes left. And it's a footwork call against Cookie. Pickford forced to go backwards. Oh, and another turnover. Greenway couldn't believe her luck. It was a slow ball that wasn't controlled, and Greenway was able to snaffle it.
And again, it's McCloma that just takes a little bit of the sting off that ball, allowing England to reset. But it's a slower ball around the circle edge at times, and the defence from Jamaica will pick it up. That was better, Jade Clark.
Much better. Jade Clark so composed under pressure.
A costly error, Paula Thompson. Again, defensive pressure from England. Good from the outset, from the centre pass.
And you just wonder whether, Anita, with the Sunshine Girls, most of those starting 7 have been out there and played a lot of the tournament. We saw the big 3, England, Australia and New Zealand had a day off and then played these final 3 days, whereas for Jamaica, they've had to play the last 4 days. Will it make a difference? Will they tire in this second half?
Look, it's bound to make a difference in terms of this intensity. I think you can't fault Jamaica for trying. You get a sense Paula Thompson's fatiguing, she's limping, hobbling a little bit on the right leg. But it will be the adrenaline that brings this team home. If it's Jamaica, they've certainly got a shout at this with the likes of Aiken at the other end. But England need to keep that composure.
And Harton does just that and then cops one for a trouble. Don't make her angry. Greenway looks in, nice feed to Cookie. She doesn't want to look for the post from there. And that is tough hustle from Cookie. Oh, it's missed, and the rebound goes to Williams.
It looks like a change on the goalkeeper for Jamaica. Aiken Pinnock, she's in position there just to bring a bit more height. There goes Thompson and the feed.
Contact, keeper.
Beckford. Shanice Beckford hasn't missed. 6 from 6. And you can't forget that they've got Janelle Fowler-Reid sitting on the bench. What an X factor to have. What a luxury to have. We saw her come on in the last quarter against Australia in that semi-final yesterday.
Williams, she's in the wing attack position now for Jamaica.
So Dixon's gone to the bench.
That's the strength of the Jamaican defence. That's what they've been asked to do, to look to fly out of the circle. Good ball placement, Jade Clark.
And here's Aiken Pinnock, the captain for Jamaica, putting that pressure on over the shot. That's that change that has been made defensively. She's the older sister of Romelda. Oh, Guthrie again, Guthrie to Cookie. She was out.
You'd be wanting Guthrie to take every ball on attack at the moment. She's oozing confidence. She's a key player. Oh, Jade Clark, great positioning.
Nice ball from Macloma into Cookie. Somehow gets it back to Clark. Everything seems to be falling their way now.
This pressure point is exactly where we are now, and that's the support needed on the transverse line.
Cookie has been collected heavily.
Good, Joe Harton just rolled out of that, just kept that strength in the hold. She's getting some contact off the ball.
So England now by 7. A chance to make it 8. And they are up and about. They need to make the most of this situation and really put their foot down and try and drive it home, because Jamaica have got plan B and plan C if needed. But look at Jo Harton, how much it means to her. Paula Thompson, the centre for Jamaica, has called the timeout. She's battling with a right knee injury. Be a brave person to ask her to come off the court.
This just looks like Tracy Neville's asking for movement, demanding more in attack.
Keep your feet down, take the hit, yeah? And then we go again. Then we make a decision. We can't just keep trying to push everything through.
I think we've got to just speed up the ball a little bit, only because they are coming in late and we're seeing and we're hesitant. Number one, we're hesitant.
Yeah, just go somewhere else.
Yeah. All right, so
It's great, but you've got to stay on that whole country.
Guys, all right.
It's like Karen said. Guys,
has that all the medals? Our structures, keeping them apart. That's not what we're doing.
We're mixing up the line because the goal defence is setting up a little bit now. She's coming through easy, so I'm taking the drive. Just keep on that back. You don't have to come running hard down, wait, and then come.
Let's go, guys.
1, 2, 3, 8.
Some good strong words by Sonia Macloma in there. She's asking for that ball to be released a little bit quicker because of that tight defensive pressure. A lot of captains in the huddle there. Tamsin Greenway, some strong words about just keeping the feet down, just taking the knock, absorbing any contact that comes to the body.
Here's Paula Thompson. You can see that right knee strapped. She's going to battle on. She's played just about every second of the tournament so far. The vice-captain of the team, Paula Thompson, she has been the glue that's held them together in the mid-court.
And a great double team there. Mentor Macloma just propping back, working together around the post. Gets the deflection, Mentor. Great work by Beckford, just offered strong. There she is again.
That is contact up, contact keeper. With the keeper.
So dynamic, Beckford, in that movement, and then delivers such a great ball through to Aiken. Good pressure over the line. Jamaica's defence, some quality pressure by Henry. There's not a lot England can do without the support of Guthrie and Macloma.
That's contact on defense.
Clark just trying to front cut the defence. Just got to close off the line of this defensive pressure from Jamaica.
And they are pouring on the goals now. That margin has skipped out to 8. So how does Jamaica respond here? They can't let it get any more before three-quarter time, you would think. And they've got moves that they can make on the bench.
It's just a little bit gone off the feed. Good recovery, Aiken. She pulled that one in. It's often the other arm that she takes the ball.
Would you make changes now, Anita, or do you think don't panic? There's still a long way to go and we can score quickly with Romelda.
I think on the Jamaica bench there is some depth. We could see Fowler Reid enter, but Aiken, you want her to stay on. It's a difficult call, but if the ball doesn't get through to Aiken, then there's got to be a change.
Contact goal defence.
Harton, goal number 25 with just the one miss.
There's more structure in the defensive pressure from England. They're letting Jamaica get that first ball, forcing the longer feed in, but it's still getting there. Henry, the wing defence, finding Aiken.
That is offside.
Playing the short game, England. But forced back again. Just need that movement through from the shooters. Aiken Pinnock just propping strong on Cookie. It's better work.
Oh, she was right on the baseline. That's her favourite spot. X-marks the spot for Pamela Cookie. Didn't even have a look at it. And they continue just to push out this margin. It's 9 now. What a turnaround. Jamaica led by 6 in that first half. A 15-goal turnaround in this match.
Joe Harton shooting 26 from 28. Cookie 10 from 13.
Contact goalkeeper.
Oh, Romelda's getting annoyed and frustrated. You could just hear her slap her hands together. I think she wants that ball delivered a little quicker.
England just need to capitalise, move the ball quickly through, but it's a good recovery from Williams. She's electing to drop back on Joe Harton. Probably gets a sense Cookie's not taking those shots. She's swinging the ball back out of the circle. You see there, plays for the contact. Harton, she's taking the shots.
And she wants to take those shots now. She looks comfortable. It's a different Joe Harton to the first quarter.
Yes, the shot's fluid. She's looking straight to goal. There's no hesitation. Just needs to keep getting the service. But again, great long ball through to Aiken.
It was a beautiful ball in. And Romelda Aiken will do the right thing here and get it back to within 7. So I mean, there's still 6 minutes to go before three-quarter time.
Jade just been caught in the mix there. Good pressure by Thompson, the Jamaican centre.
Paloma, Greenway, Harton, all too easy, just opening up the angles with that diagonal move.
Yes, great width obtained there with Greenway. Cookie just drives through the top of the circle. Must be a footwork call against Henry. That was clever play, Greenway, just getting on the body of Henry to make the move from the body.
Here's Greenway again, looking to offload it in.
Right there, goal defence.
Williams called to stand out. Joe Harton can't miss. Confidence is brimming.
Wing defence. Contact.
It was just a communication call there from McCloma just to say give an option, Cookie, just to ensure that Harton's supported. But she's not needing that, and that's a great ball. Cookie on the front.
And they've come out of their shells, England, and they have taken the game on, and the lead is now double digits. Margin is 10, and it is danger time here for Jamaica. Have they got one last fight back in them? It's been a long tournament for the Sunshine Girls. Oh, Aiken can do it just about one-handed. Clark slaps it away, only as far as Beckford.
Good ball, Thompson through to Beckford.
Contact goalkeeper.
Holding strong, Aiken.
Keeper. Advantage, intimidation. England.
Just Sense a little bit of fatigue in Cookie, but that's a great retrieval. No, goes towards Henry. Beckford available. She's holding wide. She'll delay that move through into the circle.
So England by 9 with 3 and a bit minutes to go before three-quarter time. Kelly Underwood alongside Anita Naven for this bronze medal playoff. Anita, it's probably fair to say this is the best we've seen England play all tournament.
It is 7 players delivering a performance.
Where's it been all tournament? That's the question you've got to ask, because a lot of experts heading in thought England might be able to break through for the first time and make the final, possibly against Australia. But they have not been able to put it together. They look like a team that hasn't clicked on or off the court, and it's just a shame we haven't seen this earlier on.
It is. It's the intensity, the ball distribution. There's just more structure in the line. There's still times where they need to speed the ball up, and I think that's been the costly part of the England game. Not delivering the first-time ball, not servicing Jo Harton, who's a world-class goal shooter.
She is world-class, and she is turning it on in this third quarter. Serena Guthrie started the fight back, almost did it single-handedly, but it's fair to say this changed, this turnaround, when Sonia McCloma was brought on into the action in that goal defence position. She hasn't seen much court time.
No, not at all. You've got to give credit to Serena Guthrie. She's finding her form. She's had a wonderful season. You just get a sense there's a new player coming out onto court in Serena Guthrie. And that's just given confidence in this defensive line. Great work there, McCloma.
Advantage contact shooter.
Sonia McCloma coming for what, the last quarter yesterday?
Yes,
against New Zealand.
And she's just got to hold out, Sonia McCloma. She's needed on that court. Just listen to the communication. And she just digs in. She just gets the feet down, just takes a little bit of pressure off the attacking front line.
Well, Jamaica is fading here. They've taken their foot off the pedal the last couple of days of the tournament. And Jo Harton will make it really tough for the Sunshine Girls in this last quarter.
It's a 30-second.
12-goal margin. And what's happening here? Imelda Aikens coming off.
Yes, called a timeout, didn't realise it was the second timeout call, so there needs to be a change.
So Aikens gone to the bench now. I wonder if she did that herself or whether a coach has given her the signal, but
Hold. That was the end of the 30 seconds. Was it the ball with you?
so confusion. Yep. Umpire Sharon Kelly thought that an official on the sideline was calling time, but there is only still 1 minute 20 seconds left in this third quarter. But the move has been made by Jamaica. Aitken to the bench, Fowler read on. It was a gamble they took against Australia yesterday, and it backfired for them. They couldn't really eat into that significant margin, and they've made it again here today.
It's good time movement by Greenway. It's the support through from the defensive work of McCloma as well. She's coming through the court. She's supporting on the centre pass for England. There's a strong reliance on this girl, Jo Harton, to deliver. She's shooting incredibly well. 32 from 34, Jo Harton in this game so far.
Fowler Reid, her first attempt is a long bomb. And that's good. Aitken with plenty to say on the sidelines. Aitken Pinnock flying out. In fact, that was Fowler Reid's second attempt, so she's 2 from 2.
England, 2 shooters. They brought a different game from that first quarter, propping up on the body, using the body as a start point.
So England well on top since quarter time. It's been 34 goals to 17. And the Roses are just 15 minutes away from getting their hands on the bronze medal. It's 45 to 33. Jo Harton has been terrific after a slow start. She's got the 33 goals. She had 15 in that quarter, Anita, so 5 in the first, 13 in the second and 15 in the third. Up the other end, Romelda Aiken, who was on fire in that first quarter, has gone to the
really
bench.
Pushing through that, yeah, because as soon as you're challenging on the contact in you, and that's when we're getting the penalty. So keep pushing through that deep space, okay? So as you go through, don't be tempted to see if you can cut back onto that through.
Here's the stats, Anita Naven.
Yes, a great improvement on shooting accuracy for England. 90% now, 94 Jamaica, but not getting the distribution into the shooters. 50 goal attempts England compared to 35 Jamaica. That's the difference. That's where the service is coming through to Jo Harton. Turnovers, 12, costly 12 turnovers for Jamaica. But there's been some great defensive pressure put up against Romelda Aiken. Credit to Sonia McCloma, Jiva Mentor. They've mixed up their game in defence. There's still a little bit of hesitation around the circle edge and the feed towards Jo Harton, and that's been picked up well by the defensive three of Jamaica. But great intercept by Jade Clark. And England really do need to work hard just to convert any opportunity that they get. Coping well with the physicality of the game, Jo Harton. But must give credit to Romelda Aiken. She's stayed strong. She's up against the world's best in Jiva Mentor. And the long ball still finding her at times in that quarter. But when England keep the court balance and they work the ball through on a triangle to Jo Harton, it's a quality, good service to her. She's holding well on the front. She means business, this world-class shooter for England.
So all said here at Sydney Olympic Park, the final 15 minutes of the bronze medal match between England and Jamaica. Since quarter time, the Roses have dominated the Sunshine Girls, and it's largely because at quarter time that move was made. Sonia McCloma, the veteran defender, straight into the action.
Yes, and the key player for Jamaica, Paula Thompson, she's gone to the bench, so we see a new centre on. She'll be missed. Dixon comes in at centre for Jamaica. Can only guess that Thompson is just fatigued. She's played an incredible role in the attack for Jamaica this competition.
She has given her all for her country, has Paula Thompson. And I would think this is probably the first time in 10 days that she's gone to the bench, so that's unfortunate.
Offside, long attack.
England very lucky there. It's that slower ball. They do need to just speed up that release. The defensive pressure is still there from Jamaica.
Contact, goal defence.
There's Paula Thompson, the vice-captain.
Defence beside her.
Battled her heart out.
Contact, goalkeeper, both out.
Good rebound by Jo Harton.
And she makes amends. It's the fourth miss it was for the game. So the body language from the Sunshine Girls isn't great. Certainly look like they're fading away. They are tiring out there.
She's cool, Beckford.
Isn't she?
Played a great game.
She's just one of the players that this tournament has unearthed, really blossomed on the international stage for the first time. Shanice Beckford, the goal attack for Jamaica. Such a graceful player and has provided so much great support for Romelda Aiken throughout the World Cup.
Just holding strong on the front position, Jo Harton. She's working herself through to goal. It's working, they just need to repeat it, England. Good hold by Fowler Reid, but McCloma quick to track back.
Just too strong, too big for Fowler Reid there. So England 6 goals down, Anita, 6 minutes into that second quarter. And now here they are with a 13-goal lead. They really turn this game on its head.
Certainly in the crowd there are a lot of nerves in that first quarter. All of those breakfast clubs back home, they'll be willing this team on. They'll be just as nervous.
There are a few nerves in the commentary box as well, just quietly.
I'm screaming inside. Oh, good roll around, Mentor, but good take, Fowler Reid. Oh, she goes again. That was the Guthrie hand, the deflection. She's disrupting the play and the structure of Jamaica again. Good body angle by Joe Harton.
Pamela Cookie says, well, I'm down here, I'm just going to take a few big breaths, suck in the oxygen. Maybe a little winded after that fall. Look at the beads of sweat just pouring off her. And that's not necessary, is it?
It was a tough knock.
Stacey Ann Facey hasn't been afraid to throw her body around at all.
They've maintained the discipline, Jamaica. They're probably just fatigued a little bit late. And it just comes off in a contact.
And then we see Rachel Dunn, another shooter for England, warming up on the right there. Helen Housby on the left. So maybe a few late changes get their younger players involved. And they will enjoy this, a tight huddle. Serena Guthrie just so fired up.
Just see the two support coaches down at the bottom there, just checking the physio and Pamela Cookie. They'll be feeling the nerves as well, Amanda Newton and Karen Gregg. They've been a fantastic support for the England group through this World Cup.
Well, it's been a tough 12 months for this team. Mentioned at the Commonwealth Games. It was heartbreak for them. They were labelled in the media as chokers at the time and crumbling under pressure. Cookie's up on her feet, but Romelda is back on. So that experiment with Fowler Reid hasn't lasted long. In fact, she is staying out there. How could I miss Janelle Fowler Reid? She's the tallest player in the competition. Okay, so here is an experiment, Anita. We are seeing Aitken at goal attack and Fowler Reid at goal shooter. Now, I think I'm right in saying 4 years ago in Singapore they tried it, but not with too much success.
Contact centre, advantage offside.
I'm guessing that the decision is to try anything.
Yes.
Beckford getting caught up in the mix with the Guthrie pressure and McCloma, so why not put the height, put the tall timber out there?
It's plan C, isn't it?
It is.
And we've seen it for the first time in this tournament. Aitken at goal attack. Let's hope she doesn't get lost.
Good pressure. Guthrie again on Dixon, just keeping off the circle edge, just not allowing that ball to be fed from the edge. But Dixon still finds the tall shooter, Fowler Reid.
All arms and legs in that circle with McCloma there, Aitken, Fowler Reid.
It also puts pressure through the mid-court in terms of the height, particularly with McCloma and Guthrie using themselves and getting into play a lot on the attack from England. Joe Harton's calling Clark just to hold wide.
It is slick shooting. Joe Harton, 39 goals.
That's good hold. Good screen, Fowler Reid.
It's the land of the giants under there. The smallest player is Jiva Mentor at 188 centimetres.
Contact, goal defence.
Yes, the sudden stop. That's good from Pamela Cookie. She's realised it's no point just keeping running with this athleticism of the Jamaican defence. Just the sudden stop helps. She got the contact call.
And the score's just mounting rapidly, isn't it?
Can't fault the Guthrie pressure on the attack centre pass of Jamaica.
Advantage centre contact. Contact centre.
When you've got the game sewn up, you're going to enjoy this last 9 minutes out there. A great way to finish on a high for a long tournament. Do you empty the bench? Would Tracy Neville be considering that? Get some of the young guns into the action. Joe Harton rolls another one in.
I think this 7 will need to bring it home. They're the most experienced out there. They've got to stay in control. Any change could be costly. Who knows? Jamaica could always make the comeback. I think when it gets to 4 minutes, it looks a bit different with this kind of lead, but certainly not at the moment. Good pressure, Jay Clark, Guthrie. They've stopped that forward centre pass from Jamaica, forcing Henry high up the court. Fowler Reid just not wanting to take that longer shot. She repositioned well under the post. Great work, Greenway. 2-on-1, she gets out.
Centre contact.
And that's the worry when the ball's just low and lofted. Oh, good work, McCloma, not able to keep that in.
So Dixon started in that centre position, went to the bench for a while, but she's back out there.
It's good take, Aitken.
It's for a lot of Australian fans that are in the house, but also watching. It's just interesting to see Romelda with the goal attack bib on. Something we have very rarely seen here. Rolls out. Valerie just leaps over the top of Mentor. Mentor had to duck for cover.
Fowler Reid at the post, Aitken just holding back. There's not much happening for Aitken, that's the option she's got, but why not? The height's there in Fowler Reid.
And she yelled for it as well, made sure Romelda got that ball into her.
Good strength, Tamsin Greenway just taking the pressure of the contact. But it's important that England don't falter. That was good pressure by the defence. Great work by Facey, the goalkeeper from Jamaica.
So 6 minutes to come in the bronze medal playoff, and the Roses will enjoy every minute out there. Going to finish with the 6 wins and the 2 losses from their 8 games, as the margin is extended to 16. And those 2 losses came to Australia by 10 and New Zealand in the semi-final by 11. After the tough one they suffered at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, what a shot from Fowler Reid 12 months ago. They've been able to turn it around here. New coach has made the difference, Tracy Neville.
Centre obstruction.
Just using those subtle changes of direction, England. Just need to be careful. This is where the pressure is. Williams and Facey just go hunting for the ball. They'll take the low ball as well. And really affecting the shot of Cookie.
Contact goal.
The umpire just sees the contact on the ball there by Williams.
And Harton now up to 44 goals, Anita, and this has been, I mean, we haven't really seen her at her best so far, a bit like the, she's reflected, she's a barometer for the side, hasn't she? She's reflected their form. But when she's playing at her best, she has the ability to just tear games apart, Jo Harton.
She's just making herself available. She's a key link in the attack and the build-up.
I think that She scored 44 goals and Aitken just the 26, particularly when you look at it at half-time. Aitken had 12 and Harton had 5, so...
It's tempting the shot there, Harton, but that was...
Wasn't it?
Yep.
She should have had a crack at it.
England quick to transition on the defence through the mid-court. There we see Thompson back on at wing defence for Jamaica. She's lost that speed. You do sense fatigue is there, but she won't give up, Paula Thompson. What a player she is in this squad from Jamaica. Oh, good take, Mentor. Retrieved by Fowler Reid.
All 14 players out there at the moment are tiring.
Charlie's moving, wing defence!
Fowler Reid takes on McCloma and gets pinned for an offensive contact.
It's good pressure by McCloma. She's there again, supporting the attack. Great ball.
Beautiful ball by Harton. And to add the finishing touches, Pamela Cookie, and a little clap, she enjoys it.
Cookie's just got to be careful not to hide behind, but Harton pops out.
Perfect execution. So, they really delivered on the work rate in that second quarter. And the bench is up. Look at Ebony Beckford-Chambers, Stacey Francis there, acknowledging the fact that we're closing in on a big win here against the arch rivals. Oh, Jo Harton, there's the tricks.
What a finish.
How calm was that? Just a little one-hander and they go again. Oh, and the look-away pass. So they are going to bring it home here. All smiles for England.
When you're confident that first time ball goes, you see the flair, you see that teamwork. What a shame it came late through the World Cup for England, but this has been a quality performance. They've really worked hard through the court, and Serena Guthrie again just disrupting the Jamaican centre pass. Good ball by Tamsin Greenway to Harton.
Oh, Cookie somehow took on Facey and kept it in play, and Harton, oh, Cookie again! Oh, they're putting on a show. Stop it.
Big smiles, Pamela Cookie, saved the day.
She did, and you have to just go back to yesterday and wonder, Anita, whether Tracy Neville should have started Pamela Cookie in that goal attack position against New Zealand. Maybe McCloma should have had more court time. Maybe it might have been a different story. She's learned a lot about this team over the 10 days in Sydney. Of course, Jo Harton finishing like all the talent in the world. Just on the read all by herself under the post. She will knock that down and make you pay.
Yes, great ball, good vision by Henry. Seeing the defence commit forwards. There's the trademark move, Jo Harton just dips the shoulder, change of direction, great work.
And goal number 50, if you don't mind, a half century for Jo Harton. We have seen her best in the very last game. It was a campaign for England that started terribly, particularly away from the court, when their coach Tracy Neville lost her father suddenly here in Sydney. Such courage she's shown by deciding to stay out here and coach the team. She will fly home later today, and of course her father's funeral later this week. So her players have been doing it for her. A bronze medal to be handed out after the gold medal match. Final few seconds, counting down for England. They started on day one with a big win over Scotland. They won by 41 goals. suffered just the 2 losses throughout the campaign, to Australia and to New Zealand.
It's countdown time. Joe Harton gets the last goals for sure for England.
And England has saved their best for last. The Roses will claim bronze. Jamaica faded. Losses to Australia and England. The Sunshine Girls finish 4th. But today, the final day, is all about England.